Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caledonia Pro-Fit Junior League Hockey. This evening, the Corvairs host the Fort Erie Meteors. Would you please now stand? Alicia Myra sings our national anthem.
Okay. Test.
The officials for this evening's game, linesmen John Molson and John Harrington, referees GOJHL and Michael Wardell.
Good evening, welcome to the Haldimand County Caledonia Center. I'm John Molson. Tonight, the 1-8-2 Fort Erie Meteors try to rocket up the standings. The Meteors take the 2-hour drive up the QEW to battle the 11-0 undefeated first place Caledonia Corvairs. The Corvairs continued their season-long winning streak last night with a 4-1 victory in Ancaster. The Corvairs winning the opening draw. Kyler Nixon at the near side goes up the ice for Connor Murphy. His pass far side to Patton, return to Nixon, who dumps it through the neutral zone. The defender for Fort Erie dumping it deep into Caledonia territory on the near side before going on a line change. Brown back the other way, the feed on the 2-on-2 to Connor Patton. The shot wide of the net going out the near side. Pereira breaking in alone, and Curtis Dortenzo coming up with a big glove save. Dortenzo getting out the left hand. Curtis playing in only his second game, seeing part action in the game. The 12-2 victory against the Buffalo Regals a few weeks ago. Dortenzo only seeing action in one game due to the superb play of Colin Furlong, the GOJHL goaltender of the month for the month of September. Abraham banking it off the skate of a Caledonia forward play back in the neutral zone. Fontana chasing after it in the neutral zone. Abraham giving his man a shot on the far side, and a penalty may result on the play. Starting netminder for the Fort Erie Meteors is number 1, Josh Rossitani. He's played in 6 games, posting an 0-4 record with an overtime loss and a shootout loss. 24 goals against on the year as the Meteors win the draw, and the shot from the left side going into the near corner Caledonia end. Caledonia managing to clear the puck. Fort Erie now taking it inside their own zone. Quaranta passes back to Nick Pissarro. The Meteors dumping it in, and Todd Radford throwing it right back down the ice. The first penalty for the Corvairs, Fort Erie to the power play as Passero's lead pass, the shot from the left circle is handled nicely by D'Ortenzo. Fort Erie winning the draw, dumping it to the corner, but the Corvair defenseman, Christmas, able to ring it all the way around the boards, out the near side and deep back into the Fort Erie zone as Travers dumps it back in, grabbing it farboard as Connor Murphy before he's wrestled off the puck by Passero. Play beside the Fort Erie blue line. Wannett passes up for Marino. The shot deflecting wide to the near corner. Allen throwing it down the boards. Below the left circle is Pierce. He's dumped off the puck by Christmas, now battling on the far half wall for possession of the puck. Pierce gets it back. His shot wide off the side of the Caledonia net. Pierce digging in there once again for a second chance, and D'Ortenzo covering up at the far post to make the save. Fort Erie at 13% on the power play on the year, but just 17 seconds left in their first initial penalty, or power play I should say, excuse me. Jeff Malott trying to take the puck out at the line, unable to do so. Wannett down to the far corner. The centering pass thrown down the ice by Muir. Allen regrouping in his own zone for the Meteors. Ball back to the half wall. The back pass to the defender, Sam Quaranta. Wannett down the right wing. Tries to feed Bowles. Bowles looking for a rebound, and D'Ortenzo covering up with the left glove. The Meteors here tonight on a 5-game losing streak. They'll be looking to get back into the win column. We're still scoreless. Fort Erie Meteors and Caledonia Corvairs 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the first period of play. Muir turning around, his shot kicked aside by Rossitani. Malott far side tries to feed it across the right circle, the puck stopping at the far post. Fort Erie clearing the zone, Ratchford picking it up for the Corvairs. Fort Erie gaining possession. Marino, the long lead feed, he can't control the pass, so Caledonia takes it right back and throws the disc to the neutral zone. Ratchford at the near wall, backhands it up the boards. Greg Christmas feeds ahead for Gourlay. Gourlay tips it ahead deep into the near corner. Quilty near end line, battled off the puck, ends up back at the point. The shot by J.C. Travers deflecting into the far corner. Passero grabbing it for the Meteors, skating over the left side of the Caledonia blue line. The Corvairs right back the other way. Quilty moving around the defender. Travers rings it off the crossbar on the far side. Gourlay a rebound out the near side by the half wall. It goes all the way down the ice. The Corvairs back in their own zone to recover the puck. Allen, the pass up for DeMarco, taken away by Kyler Nixon, the September Defender of the Month for the GOJHL, as presented here last week. The shot by Johnston and a pad save off the right side by Dortenzo. Johnson down in the far corner, trying to gain or regain possession of the puck. Cody Brown around the defender, Allen, and his quick shot going out the far side. Patton back to Cody Brown. Brown wide open in the slot. Brown with another impressive night. His third game as a Corvair in Ancaster Thursday night with a goal and assist. Brown with 9 points in 3 games as a Corvair. Ball over the left side. Quaranta turns around, the shot by Michaela from the left point, or the right point, excuse me, going into the far corner. Brown now going around Michaela, trying to gain possession of the puck for the Corvairs. Falling down on the play is Patton. DeMarco trying to move it through the neutral zone up past center ice. The Corvairs hammering it back in and changing for a fresh set of legs. Dykstra pinning his man up against the Fort Erie bench. Brown far side. Kamenya cuts off his man there. McAuliffe pinned on the far boards by Kamenya. The shot by Nixon ringing all the way around the horseshoe and moving out the other side. Wannett, the shot around the defender, using Traverse as a screen, and Dortenzo once again coming up with the left glove to make the save at the near post. No score, 12:30 to go, first period of play between the 11-0, perfect on the year Caledonia Corvairs and the 1-8-2, 8th place Fort Erie Meteors. Fort Erie ahead of only the Buffalo Regals in the standings, as Caledonia will go to their first power play. The Corvairs at 19 for 71 on the power play for a 26.76 power play percentage. That's second in the league to the Waterloo Siskins, and the Fort Erie Meteors at 74.14% on the penalty kill, as the Corvairs win the draw. The play in behind the net, centering pass, looking for Quilty below the right circle. Quilty gets it back now at the right point. Nixon banks it off a skate, and they score! Connor Murphy below the right circle with the opening Caledonia tally. The Corvairs out to a 1-0 lead, exactly 8 minutes in to the first period of play. I believe Matt Quilty to get an assist. Connor Murphy right back to the attack around the defender Allen. His shot over the net, hitting the glass on the far side. Nixon getting credit for the goal at that left side of the blue line. It had to have hit something at the far side. Connor Murphy was the one standing there below the right circle, but Kyler Nixon credited with the first Caledonia goal as it's shot down the ice by Sam Quaranta. Quilty through neutral ice, the lead feed for Connor Murphy, knocked off the puck by Cavaratis. Cavaratis down the boards, right wing side, moving around the defender, looking for an open forward in front of the Caledonia net, but the pass to Slade bounces into the near corner. Rossitani shoving the puck around the boards, picked up by the left winger and pinned there by Justin Abraham. Brown shooting it in. Muir picking up the feed that was all the way around the board. The shot by Abraham. And Rossitani getting a piece of the puck with the pad and deflecting it into the net off to the near corner. Muir to take the draw from the left circle deep in the Fort Erie zone. Nick Passero throwing out of the draw. Muir winning the draw anyway. The puck back on the left point. The shot by Abraham deflecting off Gourlay. Caledonia back in their own end, deep by the end line as Kamenya retrieves the disc, or that's Briar Jonathan, excuse me. Muir knocked off the puck. Possible chance there for Nick Passero. Abraham taking it away. The shot from the end line out into the neutral ice by the Fort Erie defender. Driven back in by Caledonia as we go back and forth now. Neither team able to grab possession of the disc within the last 30 seconds or so. Draw left circle, Mitch Brown to take the draw. Jake off to his left. Malott dumping it back in the corner. Nick Passero now feeding the puck up the ice down the far wall. Pereira trying to pick it up. Knocked off there by Malott in behind the net. Brown pins Passero up against the boards. The pass from Jake Brown back into Mitch. Once again, those two not related. Jake Brown from Ancaster, Mitch from Brantford, and the shot by the Fort Erie left winger kicked aside by the left pad of Dortenzo going to the near corner. Malott through the neutral zone, possible 2-on-1 developing, and they score! Jake Brown off the 2-on-1. Off the feed from Jeff Malott. The Corvairs doubling up their lead to 2-0. Just under 9 to go now, first period of play. Connor Murphy winning the draw. Nixon out the far side of his own blue line. Cody Brown moving over the left side. Slade the centering pass near side. DeMarco can't handle it there. Cody Brown around the boards. Connor Patton with a long feed to Connor Murphy. Murphy nowhere near the pass, and the play going for icing. So with just under 9 to go, first period of play, Jake Brown extends the Caledonia lead to 2-0 on the wrister off the 2-on-1. Malott had the option to shoot around the defender or for the pass, chose to pass to an open Brown. Brown wide open, depositing the disc on the far side for the second Caledonia tally. Caledonia now to their second power play. Nixon to touch up in behind his own net. Waits there. Quaranta unable to forecheck, or that was Johnston, excuse me. The pass to Connor Murphy down the left side. Cody Brown moving around. Johnson defending on the play. Nixon the feed down the half wall to Murphy. Down at the end board to Brown. Patton in behind the net. Back to Brown. Murphy moving up. And the Meteors taking the puck and throwing it down the ice with 1:02 left to go in the minor penalty to Mike Bowles. Murphy behind his net, skating out the far side. The short pass to Quilty off his skate, back to himself. Racing over the right side of the line, the short pass to Murphy, 3 inches off his stick to the forehand. Back to the left side of the point to Nixon. Down the wall to Murphy. Into the end line to Cody Brown. Back to the right side of the point, over to Nixon. The shot and the hard slap shot by Kyler Nixon, handled in the left glove of Josh Rossitani. Muir to take the draw, pushes it a little forward, but the Meteor is able to take it away from him. Abraham from the left, the pass down the end line, shot by Muir, rebound. Muir getting a couple stabs at it before Rossitani able to cover up at the near side, top of the blue paint. Muir once again taking the draw from the left circle, wins it against DeMarco. Back to Abraham, his shot caught something in front and then deflected to the corner by the goaltender Rossitani. Won it left side of the line, knocked off the puck by Muir. Muir leaves it for the defender. Abraham back to the other side. Jonathan giving back to Abraham. Abraham now waiting in behind his own net with exactly 6 minutes to go. First period of play. Abraham misses the pass up. Pierce trying to knock him off the puck. Mitchell Pierce out at the far end wall doing a nice job of killing some penalty time. Pinning Abraham down at the far corner. Pierce with it once again. Throwing it back through the neutral zone. Abraham leaving it for Christmas, the other defender. Back through the neutral zone. Brown around the back to Malott. Over to Fontana. Fontana turns around below the left circle. Back to the right point. The shot by Radford. And Rossitani able to get the right pad out at the last possible second. Play by the red line. Quaranta throws it back in. Radford picks it off. Malott going around the defender. Far side half wall. Short pass to Brown. Brown knocked off the puck by Pereira. Marino and Brown battling now far side. Jeff Malott out the near board. The defender for the Meteors, number 28, Sam Quaranta, being forechecked heavily by Jake Brown, and now Jake Brown right back the other way to the near half wall, looking for Radford back at the point. Falling on the puck below the half wall and the end line is Steve Kamenya. So the whistle goes with 4:21 to go, first period of play. The Corvairs out in front, 2-0 on a goal by Jake Brown off the 2-on-1 from Jeff Malott with just under 9 minutes to go, first period of play. Kyler Nixon scoring exactly 8 minutes into the first. the Corvairs currently with a 2-0 lead. Travers back in his own end, checked off the puck by Marino, so he goes, takes the puck out the other side. Nixon leaves it, the puck going all the way down the ice, around the wall. An icing on the play and a face-off in the Caledonia end from the right circle. Nixon taking the puck off the draw, won by Muir, goes around the boards to Travers and dumped right back in by McAuliffe. Side of the net, trying to dig it out at the far side was Nick Passero. Passero then fed it out front. The Corvairs now right back the other way. Nixon, top of the point, fakes the pass back to Kamenya. His shot through traffic, hitting Dykstra and rolling out the other side. Nick Passero now with a possible 2-on-1. Hits Biller and his shot into the glove of D'Ortenzo. Bryce Biller's shot looked to be going wide by a couple inches to the near post. D'Ortenzo able to get the glove out nonetheless. Curtis D'Ortenzo playing only 52 minutes on the year in the game. The 12-2 victory against the Buffalo Regals a few weeks back. Colin Furlong starting the first 8 minutes of that game. Cody Brown right in the slot. Rebound side of the net. Patton bowling over the Fort Erie goaltender, but the Meteors able to break right back the other way. Giancola feeding it in to the far corner. Marino turning around at the center ice red line, skates in Johnston. His feet into the slot, looking for Giancola, taken away by Connor Murphy. Brown around the defender, moving out the far side past the end wall. Cody Brown turning around. In behind the net now, Brown the wraparound, the last second rebound, and he scores! Not sure if Cody Brown will get credit for the goal. He got the initial shot, wrapping all the way around the net. Brown getting the initial shot away. Connor Murphy possibly getting credit for that goal. Murphy, the first to receive congratulations, going down the Caledonia bench. Murphy does indeed. Brown and Patton getting credit for assists on the Connor Murphy goal. A beautiful job as the shot by Slade kicked aside into the near corner by D'Ortenzo. As previously mentioned, D'Ortenzo only playing 52 minutes this year. Furlong, the goalie of the month. The Corvairs scoring several goals, I believe 5 in that game against Buffalo. D'Ortenzo finally able to see some action as the shot by Gourlay up below the mask of Rossitani, but Rossitani able to hang on and make the save. Connor Murphy getting the second rebound off the beautiful play by Cody Brown. Brown starting out at the far end line, going all the way around the net, crossing the net all by himself, ending up at the far side. Rossitani getting his right pad down, or his left, excuse me. I'm trying to switch my direction based on the way Rossitani's facing. And Connor Murphy able to deposit the rebound for the third Caledonia goal with just under a minute to play. First period of play McAuliffe back in his own zone to pick up the puck for the Meteors. Won it, losing possession at the near half wall. Muir picking it off back at the left side of the point. Biller the pass through center. Pierce down the far side wall trying to go around Abraham. Abraham beating him to the puck at the far corner and trying to move out. Pierce getting it right back. Abraham knocking him right back off the puck. The backhand feed through the neutral zone by Malott. The buzzer goes, and that'll end the first period of play. So on goals by Kyler Nixon at exactly 8 minutes. The second Caledonia tally by Jake Brown, and the Connor Murphy rebound goal off the initial assist from Cody Brown. Brown crossing all the way across the net before Connor Murphy deposited the rebound on the forehand. Welcome back for the start of the second period of play. The Corvairs up 3-0. Connor Murphy taking the opening faceoff. Murphy with the third Caledonia goal at 17:49 of the first period as he chases the puck down to the far wall and checks his opponent up again at the end line. Kyler Nixon with the puck now in his own zone. The pass through the neutral zone. Cody Brown unable to handle it. Nixon picking off the puck. The giveaway by the Fort Erie defender, Tyler Allen, and a shot at the left side below the circle by Connor Murphy. The shot by Nixon rings it off the inside of the post. Rossitani, no chance on that one. Pereira now back the other way for the Meteors. Nixon taking it away from him, and the feed up the ice to Cody Brown. Patton at the side of the net off the feed from Connor Murphy. The two Connors, Murphy feeding Patton at the side of the net, and crashing into the boards is Richard DeMarco. DeMarco getting in behind the defense. Marino shot off the right side of the blue line. The whistle going. And Briar Jonathan off to the box for the Corvairs, the Fort Erie Meteors, to their first power play of the second period. Fort Erie with 31 goals on the year, looking for their 32nd. A penalty shot coming up here.
Fort Erie Meteors are going to get a penalty shot. Shooting number 26, Jared Marino.
Jared Marino taking the shot. Bit of a curious call, saw a tie-up in front of the net, but Marino must have been open off that far side to warrant the penalty shot. Marino picks up the disc at the dot, skating over the right side of the blue line, and the wrist shot, and a beautiful save by Dortenzo between his blocker and his right pad. Marino skating down the far side above the left circle, firing a wrist shot, but D'Ortenzo able to get the right side of his body on the puck in the midsection, direct it to the corner. Matt Quilty now right back the other way, and the quick shot 3 inches off the ice, handled in the glove by Rossitani before it could go in the twine on the near side. Malott to take the draw opposite Johnston. Johnston wins the draw. And in behind the net, Gourlay takes it away from him. Feeds Quilty at the half wall. The slap shot from the right side of the blue line by Ratchford. Rossitani kicks out the left pad, makes the save. Rossitani able to gather in the rebound as well. 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the second period of play, and keep the Meteors within 3 goals. Slade winning the draw, pushing it up to the far board in the neutral zone. Bowles and Christmas tangling up on the play through the neutral zone, and Bowles to the penalty box as a result. The Corvairs now to their first power play of this second period. Murphy to take the draw, left circle. Wannett on for the Meteors, making a last-minute change. And DeMarco skating over to the penalty box as well. Mike Bowles off for 2 minutes as Murphy wins the draw. Brown looking for the puck at the far half wall. Murphy now pinned up against the board on the far side beyond the Fort Erie net. Checking to the head for Bowles. Quilty down the half wall looking for Murphy. Murphy tied up by Biller, and the whistle going. Murphy to take the draw, the center iceman for the Meteors winning it, but unable to clear the top of the blue line. Pereira skating around at the top of the line once again, looking to get it out. It goes out momentarily before Pissarro picks it up in his own zone and rainbows the puck down to the far side of D'Ortenzo. Murphy back deep to pick it up for Caledonia. Murphy's pass off the skate of Patton, thrown out by Pissarro, and Pereira giving chase. D'Ortenzo backhands it aside to Nixon up the half wall. Quilty dropping for Murphy, skating in front of his own net. Quilty stops there, evading the forecheck of Nick Pissarro. Nixon down the right wing, drops for Brown, backhands it back to Nixon. Over to Quilty. Quilty missing the pass. Down the board to Connor Patton, in behind the net now. Murphy, his centering pass. Brown right in front of the net. Knocked away. Knocked away by Pereira. Pereira going off to the bench. And Nixon in behind his own net to pick up the disc for the Corvairs. A break. Gourlay, he scores! Spencer Gourlay pulls it to the backhand, rips it in the twine on the near side, off the long lead pass from Kyler Nixon. Nixon behind his own net. The pass all the way up to the far blue line. Gourlay getting in behind the defense, moving to the backhand, and potting the 4th Caledonia goal. Right back to the attack are the Fort Erie Meteors. Gourlay through neutral ice, throws it to the corner. So Curtis, the goalie, also drawing an assist on the play. Just outside of 4 minutes into the second. Quilty around the defender. Quaranta gets the shot away. His rebound. Quilty shooting to the far side on the rebound. 2 good chances there for the Corvairs. Malott, top of the line, losing possession of the puck, backhanded out by the Meteors. Giancola, his shot deflects off the stick of Ratchford, up and out of play, directly behind the Caledonia net, into the netting over top the high glass. Passero tries to win the draw, falling to the ice. Mitch Brown taking it away from him, skating through the neutral zone, backhanding a pass, but it's intercepted by Pierce of the Meteors. Whistle on the play as the puck going back to Brett Dykstra above the left faceoff circle. A cross check on the play. Justin Abraham to the box for the Corvairs, and the Fort Erie Meteors to their second power play of the second period. Johnston wins the draw, back to Nick Passero, left side of the point. Pereira, his shot through traffic hit Jonathan and was directed to the near corner. The shot, and they score. Nick Passero from the top of the blue line cuts the Caledonia lead to 3. The Fort Erie Meteors grab their first goal. The Corvairs still out in front, 4-1. So Nick Passero with 14-18 to go in the second. Spencer Gourlay scoring just over 4 minutes into the second. And the shot by Slade deflecting up and out of play behind the Caledonia net. Slade taking the draw, left circle, winning it back through his skates. Civilotti's shot wide of the net, hitting the handboards. Gourlay down the far side to Nixon. Caledonia leaving the zone now. Quilty to Gourlay down the left wing. Some Fort Erie fans yelling for an offside on the play. Travers back to pick it up at the red line. Gourlay losing possession of the puck on a bad pass in front of the net. Won it at the near side, and Dortenzo able to get out the right pad to keep the score at 4-1. Quilty, the cross ice feed to Gourlay. Nixon back to Gourlay in behind the Fort Erie net. Travers down the sidewall, turning around Gourlay. Quilty back to the point, right side. Centering pass by Travers, picked off. DeMarco Biller and another Fort Erie forward looking to go in on a 3-on-2 before the shot by Richard DeMarco above the right circle hit a Caledonia defender in front and went out of play for a face-off at the right circle deep in Caledonia territory. Connor Murphy to take the draw. Mac Passero to take it. Pissarro winning the draw over to the right side. His brother Nick, although we assume it's his brother Nick, getting the first Fort Erie goal. You can't always assume that players of similar names are of the same relation. We made that same similar mistake with the Browns, Mitch and Jake, earlier this season, and now Cody adding to the trio of Browns for the Corvairs on the season. Puck deflecting out of play, Fort Erie zone at the near corner. 12:26 to play, second period of play. Connor Murphy taking the draw at the left circle, wins the draw over to Patton on his left side, maneuvering around the defender at the end line. It's taken away. Fort Erie flipping a puck in through the neutral zone. Pissarro giving chase, losing it momentarily before Marino moves in at the far side. His lead pass for Pereira. Pereira can't handle the pass, backhands it all the way out the far side, intercepted by Cody Brown, falling down. Brown speeding around the defender, falling into the boards on the far side. Pereira back to the attack for the Meteors. The shot, a nice move by Jared Marino, moving around Briar Jonathan on the play. Abraham checking his man up against the boards. Jonathan taking Pereira out on the play, still chasing Pereira. Pereira falling to his knees. Marino backhanding it down the half wall, intercepted momentarily by Brown. Abraham finally taking possession and dumping it down the ice with 11:10 to go. Second period of play, dump in by Fort Erie, hit the end boards at the far side. Caledonia's Patton clearing the zone, the puck back in neutral ice. Kamenya forechecking, unable to move the puck. Lead pass, the shot by Cavaratis, hitting the end board near side. Kamenya out the far corner, picked up by Marino. The goaltender for the Meteors leaving the net on a delayed call. Slade giving chase, far side. Jonathan still can't touch it. Kamenya gloving it down, and the whistle finally going on the delayed call. Briar Jonathan off for 2 minutes for the Corvairs. Briar Jonathan 2 minutes for holding with 10:27 to go, second period of play. The Caledonia Corvairs up 4-1.
Caledonia Pro-Fit Corvairs.
Quaranta back down the half wall into the corner, past the end line, back to the point. Sam Quaranta looks, Pereira in front of the net. The rebound off the forehand blade of his stick out the far side. Caledonia able to grab the disc and clear the zone. Cavaratis throws it all the way around the boards, back right side, throwing right back around. The disc going all the way around the horseshoe out both sides, and Caledonia taking the disc, throwing it out with 1:17 left in the holding penalty to Briar Jonathan. Pereira, the 2-on-2 now, looking to go around Nixon. The shot around Nixon out the far corner, looking for Pierce. Pissarro's shot, the big rebound off the left pad of Dortenzo. Quaranta down the half wall. Quaranta moves in off the top of the blue line before he loses possession of the puck. He's got it once again at the center ice red line. The pass down the left wing for Slade, can't handle the pass. Nick Pissarro back to touch up for the Meteors. Quaranta to Pissarro, over to Marino. Marino turns around. Cavaratis, the shot, found Slade out the back door near side. Slade shot wide of the net. 20 seconds to go in the minor to Caledonia, out beyond the end line, far side. Digging away the rebound, the Meteors, the shot from the far side. Jared Marino looking for a shot down below the right circle. Caledonia able to clear the last 20 seconds of the penalty, and now back to full strength. Jake Brown, the lead feed for Muir, chasing it down in the corner. Quilty back to Muir around the board. Slade at the half wall, turning around, avoiding the forecheck of Jeff Malott. The shot by Jared Marino. And D'Ortenzo looking sharp once again with the save just below his neck in the upper body area. D'Ortenzo looking sharp despite only playing 52 minutes on the season going into tonight's game. D'Ortenzo giving up just the lead goal, or just the lone goal, excuse me, to Nick Passero at 6:42 of the second period. Play around the board. Jake Brown clearing the zone. Poranta back to touch up for the Meteors. Puck trapped up against the Caledonia bench, and a whistle going on the play. First period goals by Kyler Nixon, Jake Brown, and Connor Murphy put Caledonia into a 3-0 lead going in to the intermission. Spencer Gorley on the assist from Kyler Nixon. Nixon with a goal and an assist 4 minutes or so into the second. And Nick Passero replying for the Meteors. That's your score. 4-1 Corvairs, 7:07 to go. Second period of play. Allen back to touch up behind his own net for the Meteors. The pass down the left wing. Giancola chasing it down. Kyler Nixon taking it away. The pass up from Patton Murphy. The drop feed to Cody Brown. And the shot by Brown. The Meteors right winger catching a piece of the shot by Brown. The whistle going on the play. Tonight's game brought to you by Arc Pro HD. Visit us online at arcprohd.com for a full list of broadcasting video services. Nixon, the cross ice feed to center, picked off by Passero. Nixon getting it right back. Play inside the Caledonia left circle, and the Meteors now trapping the puck up against the boards at the far side. Patton dumped by Marino. Patton trying to go over his shoulder and get to the puck. Kyle Marino now moving in from the right side of the point. Patton back to the attack. Centering pass taken away by the Meteors. The shot by Pereira and a glove save. D'Ortenzo getting the left glove out once again. Kyle Marino down in a lot of pain by the Caledonia, or the Fort Erie blue line, excuse me. I was looking down the other end, but some fans, the puck was down at the other end, obviously some kind of stick infraction. Kyle Marino down beside the Meteor blue line. Marino able to get up and skate off to the Fort Erie bench now. A stick infraction to Connor Patton as the head referee Wardle has a long conversation with the timekeeper, waiting to see if the night is perhaps finished for Connor Patton. So Connor Patton off for an extra 4 minutes.
16, Patton, 2 minutes cross-checking, 4 minutes for spearing. Fort Erie penalty, 27.
Members of the Fort Erie coaching staff very upset. No 4-letter words flying as of yet. And the draw from the right circle, Fort Erie winning the draw. Quaranta down to the half wall, and Connor Murphy clearing the zone out the far side. Cody Brown back through the neutral zone, recovering at his own blue line, taking some of the 4 minutes off the play, or off the penalty. Connor Murphy with a beautiful move to the backhand, off the long lead pass. Cody Brown dumped inside his own line. Fans calling for a penalty there as the shot by Todd Radford hit Pereira and went out of play on the near side. Tempers are flaring now. Cavaratis in there having discussion with Todd Radford. Referee signaling a hooking on the play, or what looked like a hand signal. Four minutes to Sam Quaranta. Marino trying to move around Abraham, defending on the play. Fontana taking it back down the right wing for the Corvairs. Under 5 to go now, second period of play. So the Corvairs back to even strength, 4-on-4. Patton sitting for the extra 4 minutes on the stick infractions. But Sam Quaranta going off mere seconds later. About 40 seconds later, some bad blood on the Fort Erie side as they were still upset over the initial penalties from 2 minutes earlier on Connor Patton. Christmas to the far wall, over to Quilty near side, pinned up against the board past the end line. Quilty gets it back, moves into the slot. Gourlay over at the far side board, maneuvering around, drops back for Radford at the left side of the point. Radford unable to hang on, goes in his own zone. The long lead pass picked off by Giancola. McAuliffe throws it back through neutral ice, and the shot by DeMarco deflects off the stick of Giancola and out of play near side.
You're brutal. Yeah, how you doing?
DeMarco winning the draw to Civilotti, left side of the point. Passero on the half wall. Gourlay takes it away and finds some maneuver room through neutral ice before he's pinned up against the board on the far side. DeMarco takes it away inside his own line. The pass through neutral ice. Giancola gives it back to DeMarco. Corvairs pinning DeMarco up against the far wall. Interference down the far side to J.C. Corvairs as the Fort Erie player falling down on the far side, down past the end line. That was Richard DeMarco falling down on the play. J.C. Corvairs to sit down for 2 minutes as a result. Pereira to take the draw. Passero on his left wing. Biller on the point. Marino on the far point, or on the far wing, excuse me. The Meteors on the 4-on-3. Biller waiting back to the top of the point, and back to Biller down the sidewall. Passero in behind the net, banks it off the wall, gives it to Pereira, taken away by Abraham, tries to feed it out down the center of the slot. Biller picks it off top of the blue line, playing back and forth with the other defender. Shot by Passero. Near post, getting a rebound is Biller, moving in off the blue line. The Corvairs, Ratchford, finally able to gather in the puck and clear it all the way down the ice. Under 2 to go now, second period of play. 1 goal aside for each team. Pereira giving up possession of the puck. Murphy speeding down, jumping out of the box, and they score! Jeff Malott skating out of the penalty box just at the right time, off the feed from Connor Murphy. Jeff Malott pulling it to the backhand and through the feet of Rossatani. Rossatani down to his knees on the play. Jeff Malott slipping it in down the center of the net. And the Corvairs back to a 4-goal lead. Another good chance there by Muir, cutting across the net. The shot hitting the defender, the net off its moorings. Nixon looked to get that second rebound. Fans saying the goalie Rossatani knocked it off at the far side. Malott from Connor Murphy with the 5th Caledonia goal. Connor Murphy drawing his second point on the night with under 2 to go, second period. Johnstone letting it go, picked up by Nixon behind his own net. Nixon waits, leaves it for Brown. Brown backhands it up the boards. Jake avoiding the forecheck, but now picking it up once again, crossing the left side of the Fort Erie line. Jake Brown, far wall, falls down. 2 minutes for a head check signaled by the referee. Jake Brown to the box with 38.6 to go, second period of play. So the Corvairs with 2 goals here in the second period. Jeff Malott with the latest on the assist from Connor Murphy, shorthanded with under 2 to go. Spencer Gourlay getting the first Caledonia tally just over 4 minutes into the start of the period. Nick Passero with the only Fort Erie goal at 6:42 of the second. Or with 14:18 to go in the second by Pereira. Perhaps my math could be incorrect, doing it backwards as Biller throws it down the side wall. Picking it up is number 15, Nicholas Giancola on the play. The whistle going, 1:44 to go in the penalty to Jake Brown. 3 first period goals by the Corvairs. Kyler Nixon opening the scoring at 8 minutes. Jake Brown off the assist from Jeff Malott. So Jeff Malott with a goal and an assist. 3 Corvairs, Murphy, Nixon, and Malott all with a goal and an assist in this game. Murphy getting his first goal on the night back in the first. Murphy looking for his second goal. The buzzer goes as Brown unable to get a shot away. Cody Brown was wide open in the slot, but the buzzer went just before he could get a shot away. Needed another second or two to drag the puck to his forehand. Couldn't get it, but nonetheless, Jeff Malott with the latest goal on the shorthanded tally off the assist from Connor Murphy with under 2 to go. The Corvairs with 3 first period goals, 2 in the second. Nick Passero with the only tally for the Fort Erie Meteors with 14:18 to go in the second. And at the second intermission, it's the Caledonia Corvairs 5 and the Fort Erie Meteors 1. Getting ready to start the third period of play. The Corvairs up 5-1 on the Fort Erie Meteors after 2 periods. Connor Murphy with a goal and an assist. Jeff Malott with a goal and an assist. And Kyler Nixon with a goal and an assist. In this game, Nick Passero with the only score for the Meteors. On the out-of-town scoreboard, it's the St. Thomas Stars ahead of the London Nationals, last year's Sutherland Cup champions, by a score of 3-1 at the second intermission. Brantford and Brampton are tied at 2 at the Powerade Center. The Brantford 99ers on an 8-game losing streak at 2-10 in the bottom of the standings in the Midwestern Conference, the conference the Corvairs used to play in. Waterloo Siskins on top of the Guelph Hurricanes, 2-1 with 15:21 to go. Third period of play. Cambridge and Listowel, and also Kitchener and Stratford, both of those games tied at 2 at the end of 2 periods as Mitch Brown wins the opening draw of the third period. Abraham slapping it around the far board and out the far side. Passero cuts it off. Quaranta, the shot, and they score. Sam Quaranta feeds Pereira down beside the right circle. And a power play goal for the Fort Erie Meteors. Jesse Pereira, the Meteors' leading scorer at a point a game. The Meteors in their 12th game. Pereira at 12 points on the year, with the second Fort Erie goal. So Nick Passero getting the first assist. I thought Caranta touched it last for the last assist on the goal by Pereira below the right side of the circle. D'Ortenzo with no chance on that play. Not even a minute in to the third period, so the Meteors cut the Corvair lead back to 3. The score now, the Caledonia Corvairs 5 and the Fort Erie Meteors 2. Cody Brown getting around the defender. The shot, Brown ending up on the far side. And the disc stopped at the near post. By Rossitani. Play at the end line now. Caledonia zone at the near wall. Marino far side, left side of the point, and back to Marino. His shot kicked out by the right pad of D'Ortenzo. Big rebound on the play, and Slade at the side of the net, near corner. D'Ortenzo keeping it out of the net, keeping the score at 5-2 Caledonia. The Meteors now turning it on, trying to get back within 2 as the shot by Marino from the right side of the point. D'Ortenzo making the save with the left glove. Face off right circle, Caledonia zone. Slade bats Quilty off the puck, sends it to the corner. Caledonia's Connor Murphy able to clear the zone and skate over the far side into Fort Erie territory. Marino through neutral ice. Traverse picks it up, backhands it down the wall out the other side for Nixon. Quilty at the center red line, looking for the feed ahead to Murphy. He can't handle it. McAuliffe shooting it out at the far wall, banking a pass out the far side. Falling down on the play is Nick Passero out the far side, and Allen dumping it back in for the Meteors. Nixon in front of his own net, chased by Giancola. Gourlay tipping it in over the left side of the Meteor blue line. And Rossitani making the save along the ice to prevent Caledonia from netting their 6th goal. Muir winning the draw, left side, Jonathan, and he scores! Briar Jonathan through traffic. Rossitani can't see a thing. Several players in front for both sides. Briar Jonathan giving the Corvairs their 4-goal lead back. So Jesse Pereira getting the first Meteor goal under a minute into the third. So at 3:05, Briar Jonathan gives the Corvairs their 4-goal lead back. Muir through neutral ice, turns around looking for Malott to Flar. Caranta trying to clear the zone. Kamenya takes it away. Malott, the backhand pass at the top of the blue line. Giancola back the other way for the Meteors. Abraham behind his own net, out the far side. Some speed out through the neutral zone around the defender. The defender able to cut him off as he goes by. Wanat taking the puck away. Down the far wall, now play in the neutral zone beside the Caledonia bench. The whistle going as Steve Kamenya picks up the puck. Brown backhanding it to the left side. Christmas for the other defender. The lead pass for Gourlay. The shot hit the end board and off the left side of the net. Christmas bats it down away from Pierce. Dykstra through the neutral zone out the far side. Marino, the feed through the neutral zone down the left wing, looking for Pierce. Taken away by Ratchford. And throwing from the Caledonia blue line all the way to the near corner for an icing. Face-off back deep in the Caledonia zone from the left circle. Brown winning the draw, ties it up in the feet of Nick Passero. Brown speeds away with it anyway over the right side around the defending. The Civilotti defending on the play. Civilotti picking it up, the pass up the right side, or the left side, excuse me, to Passero in behind the net for Wanat. Travers takes it away from him and throws the puck through neutral ice down beside the Fort Erie bench. 2-on-2, the lead feed by Nixon into Gourlay in the slot, taken away once again by the Meteors Pereira. Patton down the far wall through neutral ice, hit Murphy with a hard pass moving to his forehand. Patton pinned up against the boards. Murphy losing possession of the puck, and Biller skating it out the far side, dropping a pass down the left wing to Nick Passero. Turning around is Marino down in the near corner. The shot wide from the left side of the point hit the end boards and went out the near side. Biller moving off the blue line, the centering pass. Pereira down in behind the net now, banks it off of Connor Murphy. Murphy trying to take it away, and the shot from the left side hitting the end boards, going to the end line at the near side, centering pass. Biller the shot, taken away by Nixon, and a lead pass down 2 lines, the shot, and they score! Connor Patton on the lead feed over the Caledonia blue line and the center ice red line, walking in alone off the pass from Kyler Nixon. We've seen that before. Nixon made the same play. Nixon made that same feed from behind the net in the second period off the first goal in the second from Spencer Gourlay.
Assisted by number 74, Tyler Nixon. On goal 651. For their 7th goal, scored by 16 Patton.
Gourlay through neutral ice, knocks Allen down, picks it up at the near corner, looking for space, moves to the backhand, drops it to Abraham, the shot off the shoulder, and they score! Gourlay fishing in the initial rebound. Fontana grabs lobbing it below the right circle. The Corvairs with their 8th goal. With 12:43 to go, 3rd period of play, the Caledonia Corvairs pouring it on now with a 6-goal lead. Bowles around the net, centering pass, looking for DeMarco, taken away, Muir skating out over the far side of the blue line.
Corvairs' 8th goal, scored by 77 Fontana from 5 Gourlay and 12 Abraham.
Gourlay and Abraham picking up assists on the play. Giancola leaves it for Bowles. Shot back in by Christmas. Christmas out at neutral ice. Now back by the red line. Dumps it in off the board on the far side. The Meteors able to clear the zone on the pass out from Marino. Kyle Marino back to pick it up for the Meteors. Slade by the red line, taken away by Christmas, goes across ice to Radford. Radford maneuvering the short pass. The backhand up to Malott. Malott leaving it to the near corner for Kamenya. Malott now backhanding it in at the other side. 2-on-1 developing as Giancola or Quaranta, getting free. Sam Quaranta at the backhand. Kamenya now moving in 1-on-1. Malott in behind the play. Kamenya pinning his man up against the board, and a Fort Erie forward landing on top of him. Kamenya upset about something, drilling his man into the board beyond the end line. No indication of movement from the Fort Erie player. And Kamenya finished for the evening. The player for Fort Erie on the far side appears to be conscious, his head moving. But Kamenya's evening is over. Steve Kamenya, the Meteor player, slow to get up on the play, but able to skate off reasonably under his own power, somewhat assisted by the trainer. That was Mitchell Pierce hit into the end board on the far side. Stephen Kamenya finished for the evening. We'll have to wait and see if that results in some kind of a league suspension. Steve Kamenya very upset for some reason. Charged in and took Pierce out at the far board. So 5 minutes to Kamenya. Referee explaining things to Kyle Marino. Civilotti going off for 2 minutes. So Kamenya getting the full 5, Civilotti sitting for 2. So the Meteors will go on a 3-minute power play. After the next 2 minutes, Corvairs throws it in far side. It rings all the way around the boards out the near wall. Picked up by Mitch Brown. Corvairs now back to recover the disc in the neutral zone. Nixon inside his own line at the near side, backhands it for Dykstra. Dykstra leaving his own zone now through the neutral zone to Brown. Picked off by Marino, goes other side. Nick Passero down the left wing, taken away by Brown. Pereira gathers it in anyway. The pass for Nick Passero. Passero missing the pass, it going deep into the Caledonia territory out the far side. So an icing on the play, face off, right circle, Fort Erie zone. Murphy and Passero facing off. Murphy winning the draw, leaving it on the right wing for Cody Brown. Brown around Passero, falls down on the play, tries to get it back. Jonathan banks it off the side wall, far side. Murphy at the end line, leaves it for Brown. Brown finding some space back to the left side of the point. Jonathan moving off the left side of the blue line. Marino behind the net, throws it up the side wall. Jonathan cuts it off and looks for Cody Brown open on the far side, but the pass hopping over his stick at the right side. Brown through the neutral zone with legs, tries to pick it up at the top of the blue line, unable to keep it onside. So Connor Murphy now, excuse me, recovering the puck in the neutral zone, back to the attack as Murphy out the far wall. Come the Meteors. The pass for Pierce down the right wing. Christmas beats him to the puck, leaves it for Todd Ratchford. Ratchford up to his own blue line, through center, moving around the defender. Tries to draw it to the backhand, making a nice move around the defender, but there was no space left by the time he got to the near side, so Christmas ending up behind the net off to the far side. Dortenzo covering up, looking for a rebound on the play is Kyle Marino. Dortenzo able to keep the puck out of the net nonetheless. Third period goals by Briar Jonathan, Connor Patton, and Cosimo Fontana. Caledonia clearing the zone, the shot right on net. Rossitani leaving it for Biller, back defending on the play. Biller out the far side through the neutral zone. Cavaratis there looking for it, and Giancola rings it off the post on the near side. Quaranta can't make a shot from the right side, so Connor Patton able to take the puck and throw it out of the zone for the Corvairs out the far side, deep into Fort Erie territory. Nixon intercepting once again, rainbowing a shot through the crease. Rossitani making the save. Fontana throwing it right back in for the Corvairs. Pass down the left wall. Quilty picking it off. The left winger leaving the puck, but no one there, and Quilty going in, finding some space by himself. Play on the left wing once again, shot in, out the sideboards. The shot and they score. Aaron won it, grabbing the rebound off the near wall. The long deflection off the near side board, right onto the forehand of Wannett wide open in the slot, depositing the third Fort Erie goal with 7:18 to go, third period of play.
Fort Erie Meteors goal scored by number 24, Aaron Wannett. Assisted by numbers 16, Richard DeMarco.
A deflection by Richard DeMarco now off the feed from Bowles. The Meteors trying to get a couple quick goals here, trying to get themselves into position to make this game respectable and possibly get back in this game with 7 minutes to go. So the Corvairs still with a 5-goal lead, but Wannett with a goal and another good scoring chance by the Fort Erie Meteors, looking for that 4th goal. Thrown in by Marino, giving chase as Bowles. Brown cuts it off inside his own line. The pass down the right wing. Radford stopping inside the Fort Erie blue line. Picked off by Wannett once again. Quaranta down the near sidewall. Bowles, the shot through Todd Radford. Deflecting off into the corner. DeMarco in behind the net. Now under 6 to go. Connor Murphy on the 2-on-2 with Muir. Connor Murphy, the shot is wide. Kyler Nixon picking it up at the far half wall. Nixon and Murphy, the two Connors, battling for the puck out the far side, and the pass for Brown out off the end line to the forehand of Brown. Brown getting a second shot away, and Rossitani making the save in between the pads with 5:20 to go in the third. Tonight's presentation of the Golden Horseshoe Conference matchup between the Caledonia Corvairs and the Fort Erie Meteors has been brought to you by ARC Pro HD. Please visit us online at arcprohd.com. Murphy turning around far corner at the half board, now at the end line, back to the right side of the point. Travers, his shot hits traffic, and it's intercepted by Passero. The backhand pass to Marino down the left wing. Travers grabbing possession behind his own net. Patton leaving it for Travers, and Travers spinning the puck back to the neutral zone. Travers back behind his own net once again. Patton tries to slam it off the board far side, and the shot gloved down by Curtis Dortenzo. Face off in the Caledonia zone. Nick Passero able to get a shot away into the glove of Dortenzo. Passero looking for his second goal on the night. Passero with a goal and an assist on the evening. Wannett and Pereira scoring in the third for the Fort Erie Meteors. Breyer, Jonathan, Connor Patton and Cosimo Fontana replying for the Corvairs. So 5-1 Corvairs after the second. The Corvairs outscoring the Meteors 3-2 here in the third, and that's where we stand. Corvairs 8, Fort Erie Meteors 3. Brown around the far side, the shot, and a wonderful save by Rossitani, getting the right pad down to rob Mitch Brown. Mitch Brown with an opening on the forehand, a wide open net, but Rossitani extending the left pad down all the way across the ice to the near post. Quaranta leaves the puck. DeMarco, top of the blue line, looking to clear his own zone, unable to do so. Rebound, Gourlay's side of the net, looking for a rebound off the initial shot by Dykstra. Dykstra's shot taken off the right shoulder of Rossitani. Radford turning around in his own zone, gives to Christmas. The feed up to the red line for Fontana, picked off by Johnstone. Radford takes it away from him. Johnstone gets it back, turning around in the corner. Pierce down below the end line, now in behind the net. Christmas trying to knock him off the puck. Gourlay taking it away, banking a pass off the far side boards after Malott unable to handle it. Malott skating in after it anyway at the far post, and a whistle goes as Rossitani covers up.
All 27 teams from the league will be playing at the Seymour Hanna Arena in St. Catharines. Game starts at 12.
Cosimo Fontana to take the draw, draws it through the feet of Pereira, now in behind the net. A Fort Erie defender able to pick it up, throw it out the near side board to the half wall. The Meteors able to clear on the play with 2:13 to go. Third period of play. Nixon up the boards far side for Malott. Malott near waits to stay on side, and Malott takes it himself, beelining all the way through the slot toward the net, bearing down on Rossitani. The Meteors grabbing the puck now at far ice. Pereira working his way around two defenders, and the shot handled in between the pads by Dortenzo. Dortenzo able to shut the two pads. A big rebound coming out, but Caledonia back now right back the other way quickly with a quick snapshot by Muir. Abraham behind his own net, in no hurry as Caledonia with a 5-goal lead. So a quick recap, Kyler Nixon getting the first goal at 8 minutes of the first period. Jake Brown and Connor Murphy replying for the Corvairs in the first. The Corvairs up 3-0, and they score! Brooker Muir, side of the net to the right of the slot with an open shot. .9 to go. Brooker Muir with the 9th Caledonia goal. Spencer Gourlay and Jeff Malott getting second period goals. Nick Pissarro scoring for the Meteors. Pereira getting the first Meteor goal of the third period to cut the Caledonia lead to 5-2. But Briar Jonathan, Connor Patton, Cosimo Fontana, scoring for the Corvairs. Aaron Wannett getting the third Fort Erie goal with under 10 seconds to go now. The shot in, covered up by Dortenzo, but Brooker Muir netting the 9th goal for the Corvairs with 46.9 seconds to go as time getting set to expire. 2-on-1. Jake Brown unable to get a shot away, but the buzzer going. Your final score here tonight, the Caledonia Corvairs moving to a perfect 12-0 record with a 9-3 victory over the Fort Erie Meteors. For the Caledonia Corvairs Hockey Club, I'm John Molson. Join us for our next home game, Saturday, October 19th versus the Buffalo Regals. A reminder, that's a change of venue for next Saturday. That's 7:30 p.m. at the Gaylord Palace Arena in Ohsweken. The Corvairs in Niagara Falls Friday night. The Corvairs in St. Catharines for the showcase tomorrow against the Chatham Maroons at 7:20. Once again, that's next week against the Buffalo Regals, Gaylord Palace Arena in Ohsweken, 7:30 p.m. Tonight's final score, the Caledonia Corvairs 9 and the Fort Erie Meteors 3. Good night.